Hi there, welcome to the application demo for overrides, validation rules for buttons. In today's agenda, we're going to do 5 simple things. 1, we're going to create an override rule. 2, we're going to generate the override visual force page. 3, we will set the profile security for the newly generated page. 4, we will assign the newly generated page to a standard button. And then lastly, we will take a look at the functionality itself. So I'm going to navigate to Salesforce. So to get to the application overrides, you want to select the application toolbar from the upper right hand side and select overrides. Once you select overrides, it'll bring you to the customization center for overrides. To create the rule, simply click on the new rule button. In today's demo, what we're going to do essentially is we're going to create a rule that will prevent the editing of an opportunity when the opportunity is closed, regardless if it's closed won or closed lost. So to create this rule, I'm going to click on New Rule. And I'm going to start to enter in the configuration for this rule. So the first thing I need to do is give it a name. So prevent opportunity edit. I'm going to set the rule to active. Then I need to choose the type of rule that this is and what the type will do is the type essentially specifies who will this rule apply to. We have several options. The rule can apply to an organization, which would be everybody in the organization. It could be a rule that's applied to specifically just a profile or a role, or we can write a rule for a specific user if we want to create a rule for a specific user. So in this particular demo, I'm going to say this rule applies to everyone, so I'm going to select organization. The next thing I need to choose is I need to choose the object that we will be writing this rule for, okay? And so since we're wanting to prevent the editing of an opportunity, we are looking at the opportunity object. So I'm going to select opportunity from the object and then write in a brief description. Okay, prevent editing on opportunities when closed. In the next section, I need to choose which action I am preventing. And so the action that I'm preventing in this particular case is the edit. So I'm going to simply check edit. If I wanted to prevent other actions, I could select the other 3 actions that are available to me. Next, I need to choose the criteria for this validation rule. So the validation rule, I'm going to choose my fields. These are all of the opportunity fields, both standard and custom. So I'm going to choose the field closed, and I want to set it to where it's equal to, and I'm going to use my lookup here, to true. Okay, so if it is closed, we want the validation rule to engage. So I'm going to set my criteria. So that's my criteria. So at this point, if an opportunity is closed, then we're going to generate an error message if someone tries to edit the opportunity. So the last part of this is I need to enter in the message that will be displayed to the end user when they receive this error. Okay, so I'm just going to simply say closed opportunities cannot be edited and click save. Okay, at this point the rule has been created and all we need to do is now generate the visual force page. To generate the visual force page that we will use to override the standard edit button on opportunity, I simply need to click on the button override configuration wizard. So click on that tab. Once I get to this tab, then I need to select the object that I'm going to generate this page for. So I'm going to select from my pick list my object, Okay, my object being opportunity. Select the opportunity. Next, I need to choose the action that I'm overriding. So I'm going to choose the edit action. So we're going to generate a Visualforce page for this action. I'm going to leave the route to the standard edit page. What this means is that if a person clicks on edit and closed equals false, which means that they can edit the opportunity, the application will simply allow them to edit the opportunity using the standard Salesforce.com edit page. If you have overridden the standard edit page inside of Salesforce, please refer to help, which will explain how you use the custom Visualforce page option in this application. Now that I've selected the edit button, the next thing I need to do is generate the page itself. So if I scroll down towards the bottom, I've got a button that says Generate Pages. So I click on Generate Pages. Okay, it asks me to confirm that I want to create an override page for edit. So I click OK. It then generates the page. So you can see that now there's a Visualforce page that has been generated. And the last thing I need to do here is I want to save this particular configuration. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save. Now that the rule has been created and the Visualforce page has been generated, we need to set the security for this Visualforce page so that the end users have access to it. So I'm going to set the security. So to set the security, you need to go to Setup, okay? And from Setup, we are going to go to Develop, and I'm going to unbutton Develop, and then Pages. Now for this demo, I created a custom view to show me just my override pages. But you can now see that we have our opportunity edit override page. From here, I need to simply click Security to set the security for this page. So I'm going to click Security. And once I get to the security page, you will see a listing of all of your profiles, both standard and custom. What you'll need to do is you'll need to select all of the profiles and add them to the enabled profiles. Okay, it's important that you include all profiles in order for this process to work correctly. So once you choose all profiles, click Save. Okay, and now we have completed setting the security for this Visualforce page. The last thing that we need to do before we can actually test the functionality is assign the page to the edit button on the opportunity itself. And the way that we do that is we go to Setup again, then from Setup you go to Customize, then we choose Opportunities, and then from Opportunities choose Buttons and Links. Once I get to Buttons and Links, I want to edit or override the edit button. So next to edit, I've got edit, so I'm going to click on edit. Okay, brings me to my override screen. Right now you can see that it says no override, use default. So I want to change that to be Visualforce. And then from the drop down or the pick list, I want to select the opportunity edit override page. Once I select that page, I can simply click Save, and the configuration process is complete. So now let's test this functionality. So I'm going to click on my Home tab. And inside of my recent items, I do have an opportunity. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my opportunity. And once I get to the opportunity, you can see that this opportunity is closed won. So at this point, because it's closed won and our rule was set to apply for everybody, if I hit the edit button, it should tell me that I do not have permissions to edit this record. So if I click on edit, you see that it gives me an error message that says closed opportunities cannot be edited. So the rule has been enforced. I can't edit this record at this point. So now I can navigate back to the record. Okay, and then any other record that is in a closed won or closed lost state will not be able to be edited by our end users. That is our demo. I thank you for your time. If you want more information, please visit us at www.successobjects.com.